And we're back with the Drunken news. Brian, Maestro, don't start talking about Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. I won't.
All right, thanks.
The first piece of news that we have this week,
Game of Thrones.
not Game of Thrones, first-person shooter Bioshock Remastered is coming to Mac this year. So this is from Mac Rumors, and they broke the news as I'm sure they're excited that Bioshock, the game that came out in 2007 or 8, whenever the fuck it came out, is finally coming out on Mac. Congratulations, Mac owners. I own a Mac. I think
It's a big win for him.
This is a big win.
It's a remastered, though, right?
It's almost
the
like,
remaster.
It's
that
the
came
remastered.
out, like-
It's the remastered. I'm just.
I mean,
Busting balls over
it's
there.
like I
Bustin'
would
nuts.
be.
Yeah, busting nuts.
I'd be more excited if this was Skyrim.
Wouldn't we all?
Wouldn't we all?
beating
Anyways,
that horse to death. I wasn't talking about Gary's
who are you
joke.
to
I
say?
wasn't talking about Gary's joke. I was talking about them doing it to Skyrim, which is very true.
Fair enough.
yeah. So they have improved graphics that make the most spectacular art direction, combining Art Deco design, science fiction themes, and horror sensibility. There's never been a better time to revisit Rapture. That is,
Or last year when it came out in the collection,
yeah, Bioshock collection. I
Any
which
more?
is fantastic.
When does
And
that come out?
There was no date.
No date.
It just says it's coming.
It's always good to know.
Yep.
So am
As
I.
we all are.
Oh, you guys are the best.
Yep. Next piece of news, unless anyone has anything to say about Bioshock being re-released.
Bioshock's a fucking sweet game.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll end on that
I
note.
will say that.
Yeah,
Let's not talk trash about Bioshock.
yeah. Let's not linger too long. The next piece of news that we have is from GameSpot. Xbox One X. Xbox One X.
Tough name.
Yeah, it's difficult. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Will help grow the industry, says Ubisoft's CEO. So
No shit, said
yeah.
Justin, CEO of this company.
CEO Yves Guillemot
Technically true.
started off by saying Assassin's Creed Origins, which Microsoft is a marketing partner for, takes quote unquote good advantage of the console. So, quote, we did a really good deal with Microsoft on Assassin's Creed Origins, which is taking really good advantage of the power of the machine. We like it very much in that they're doing this instead of having a Kinect or something like this. And this time, the industry went after more power for the machine, some more immersion, better AI, and overall better games. I feel like GameSpot could have a better...
Yeah.
What I would also say is
That's-
fucking no shit. Like, obviously, they would try to be
Well,
utilizing the...
It's also like, what are they going to say? Doesn't
Yeah.
really take advantage of the machine. It's
Yeah.
not really looking that great.
Our game sucks, man. Like, not much to say. Like, duh. Like, come on.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. Like,
These guys like so PR friendly, it makes you want to puke.
Well-
So, we take total advantage. We fucking love Microsoft, man.
Yeah,
Like, they're fucking
well,
so great.
It is they are marketing partners on
what-
Assassin's Creed Origins, so I
Makes
like
sense.
what else are they going to say about it? I feel like this is bogus news, and we just reread it.
Bogus.
Hey, well, you were down there studying it earlier, so
Yeah. Well, hey, sorry, I don't send them all in.
yeah, well, you should.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, how many do you see?
Yeah, how many do you send in?
when
I
was
said
the
the
last
last
article that you sent in?
I could fucking not tell you. But why would I have to send
It's
it to news?
definitely
You
not
guys
this year.
got it covered.
Definitely not.
So you keep
Definitely not in
No, it's not this-
2016.
no.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No.
there is no news. Nothing is news to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the next piece of news is actually quite sad, but game developer Corey Gasper, who worked at Bioware for 9 years, has passed away. So Bioware announced his passing in a blog post on August 1st. Quote, it is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our friend and colleague, Corey Gasper. Corey was a talented designer and even a better person. We offer our condolences to Corey's family and everyone that knew him. We will miss you. During his time at BioWare, Gasper worked on as a developer or a designer for Sonic Chronicles, Dragon Age Origins, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3. And he was recently serving as lead designer on Anthem, which is BioWare's new IP. So
That's a loss.
yeah, it is. It's a really
He worked on some good games.
Yeah, he really did. Actually, they included Sonic Chronicles on here, which
You saying it's not a good game?
no, it is. It is actually a really good game. It's probably the best Sonic game since like Sonic and Knuckles. It was really good. It was like an RPG.
What
but
was it for?
Don't
DS.
cross out
Oh,
Sonic
DS.
Pinball
Yeah.
right now.
Sonic
Pinball.
Spinball.
Sonic
Spinball,
Spinball
yeah.
was
That
the
came
shit.
out before Sonic and Knuckles, my friend.
What about Sonic 3D?
Sonic 3D Blast. I think that came out afterwards, but I would say
Knuckles,
this,
Sonic and Knuckles. Is
this
pretty-
one was better than that. But it's sad to hear, and we wish the best for his family.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Let's move on before I say anything inappropriate.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Yep.
We got a bunch of Switch stuff, so you'll have plenty of news or inappropriate things to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Capcom is preparing for more Switch games after the success of Ultra Street Fighter 2.
I'm gonna stop you right there. The success of this game? How the fuck did that happen?
I am right there with you, Steve, because I was like, who is buying this fucking port of a
They proved us wrong.
I guess.
That's why
We
it's
were arguing
news,
that
right?
like, don't fucking port this game. Just don't do a shitty port
Yep.
of a shit game, right? Because that's a shit game.
No, it's a great game.
Well,
it's
Street
just like
Fighter. You
they
played
did
it
like
many times.
Which
It's
one was
like-
this?
This
Because it was
is-
the.
It's evil.
The fact that you have to say that means like.
Well, there was
come
like
on.
two. What was the one that? You
It was like Super Street Fighter Turbo HD Remix, which is
That's the title.
Which
it had.
is what?
yeah. So it's the one that they did for Xbox Live and PSN on the 360.
About 10
and-
years
Those are all
Yeah,
code
but-
words for like remake or like
Yes.
ports
Correct.
and
You got
remakes.
it. You
Like
got it.
that's hilarious. I like that. Say it again.
Off the top of my head, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
That's the title.
I think that's
there.
honestly the title. But apparently, it sold way above the company's expectations, and as a result, the company plans
So
to
it
start
makes
preparing
two.
more Switch titles.
Yeah.
Well, they've actually kind of already announced what they're going to be bringing. They're bringing Resident Evil
Oh, yeah. My
Revelations
Revelations.
1 and 2
Yeah.
to the Nintendo Switch. Resident Evil Revelations was really good
Unless
on
you
the
say
3DS.
unless you say number 4.
No,
Resident
no.
Evil 4.
You would like Revelations. You would
If it
really,
was called Resident Evil 4, yeah.
No, you would really like it.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's
you were.
really good. I haven't played the second Revelations, but the first one was really
Maybe
good.
if I get a Switch one day, I'll fucking pick it up.
You have a 3DS?
Indeed.
Maybe I'll let you borrow mine.
Hey, one can hope.
Yeah. So apparently, the $40 port of Street Fighter 2, which is apparently is a decent one, sold over 450,000 copies during the first quarter of its financial year.
Nostalgia.
I guess, but this is
No,
not
no, they
nostalgia.
They picked a good time to release it on the Switch because it was
In May, like right
Nothing
after.
else.
there wasn't a lot of games on the Switch.
But there
like
was
now,
hype.
like they're starting to come out with like
Like
more,
you have ARMS and Splatoon and like a
Splatoon
bunch
and-
of indie stuff.
But
Yeah.
they picked a right time on
Yeah.
the Switch to come out because
Evil
everybody that had a Switch was playing Zelda, but then they're like, I want to play something else,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
no,
then,
Mo-
but then you also
Master.
got.
It's Binding of Isaac.
But after that, there was really nothing except for Binding of Isaac,
and-
but that was still super low key and super
Yeah.
Street
that
Fighter.
And Street Fighter is a great game on the go. I mean, you know,
That is-
it's-
He's not wrong.
It's a fucking
And
clear
apparently-
pickup. If you go, go to fucking Sweet New Switch, you know, you want to show it to your friends, you want to play some fucking Street Fighter, and if you could each have a paddle,
We'll play
and
Evil Riot.
You can't do that, can you?
You can.
Yeah, you can. You can take off the Joy-Cons and play two-player.
I mean, that's pretty fucking sweet.
I agree. I'm just glad that the Switch is getting
more titles.
third-party support.
I'm glad it stoked their confidence. So
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Next piece of Switch news, not so good. WWE 2K18 physical copies of NBA 2K18 for Switch are being delayed. This is broke by Nintendo World Report. A couple of 2K sports titles are coming to Switch later this year, but with delays. So the schedule shows the Switch digital version of NBA 2K18 is launching September 19th, with other versions
physical version
but the
should
physical
be out.
versions
Yeah.
coming in fall of 2017. So
For
there's-
all consoles or just for the Switch?
for the Switch.
Well, here's my thought. So they use flash memory. There's a big shortage of it throughout the industry.
Of flash memory or
Flash me, so like
Flash drive.
USB type, like what they use in USB flash
Okay.
drives, SD cards.
Yes, I know all about that.
I know you do.
he's catching me up to speed. I'm with you.
So
Slowly.
there's actually
Yeah, I'm
a real
getting there.
shortage because prices have fucking
Skyrocketing.
gone through the roof for them. So that actually is, my thought on like why they might be delaying the physical release of the system. They
because
might not be
there's
able to
just
get
no
enough.
supply.
Well, this is partly the reason I think Nintendo's having trouble making Switches too. Is there are shortages on flash memory for the systems. They've been having trouble getting
some,
that.
like,
That and
Next level nerd shit that I had no idea about.
Right. That and memory, like
Ships in
RAM for
California,
your
right.
like that you would use in your computer, that they need for the Switch. There's a shortage of that too. So
Look at you, Steve.
just
With all
throwing some
this
actual
help.
knowledge
This is
down.
news. This is
Yeah,
actual
you've
news.
thrown the knowledge that we need.
That should have been in the news.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Did
is
you
that-
guys know
Yeah.
that this metal is so expensive? Like, they can't even make these
It's
fucking
silicon,
flash
but
drives.
that's all right.
Yeah. But WWE 2K18 is also listed for fall of 2017 for the Switch, despite it being confirmed October 17th for PS4 and Xbox One and other consoles, or other platforms, I should say.
Is that physical? We talking still physical? Or
Where
we talking
it
digital?
said the
Just
whole
phone.
thing.
the whole thing.
Yeah, so the game itself. So that's not ideal. I mean, seemingly it's not coming out at the same time as other consoles.
Yeah, probably can't run it.
Probably can't run it, right, Gary? The next piece of Nintendo news that we have is Nintendo is confirming that the SNES Classic Edition pre-orders will go live
Fake
at
news.
some point
Fake
in August.
news.
That's what it says.
Yeah, I
They're gonna
heard
make
what it
more
said.
of them though, Brian.
Gary, I don't know
This
if
is
that's
fake
true.
news.
It
But-
might be. Read the. Did you read the whole thing?
I did read the whole thing, but
They
so
claim that they'll be
in a tweet, was it
Walmart didn't have them.
Claims in a tweet. What is more, like,
up in the
Factual?
air?
Yeah.
Wishy-washy.
yeah, like they could go back on that and be like, oh,
I
it was
was
a
worried
fucking
you
tweet.
interrupt him. I didn't think he was going to be able to finish what he was saying.
But, quote, we appreciate the incredible anticipation that exists for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES Classic Edition system. That's a mouthful. And we can confirm that it will be, quote, will be made available for pre-order by various retailers late this month. So
That's all it said.
Brian,
that's all it says.
I could have sworn I caught a news thing that's saying they would also.
Make
Did
more.
Gary catch it? Yeah, they're making more than the NES, and that the stock would continue on
throughout the year.
throughout the
oh,
year.
no, there is more. There's more.
Should highlight
Maybe
it.
something was.
Should have highlighted that. Sorry. A significant amount of additional systems will be shipped to stores for launch day and throughout the balance of the calendar year.
Fake news.
Makes me slightly hopeful, but at the same time, I think the demand
many
is
t-
higher for the
fucking
Super
high.
Nintendo Classic or Mini or whatever because
How many times
of
have you been fooled?
situation in the NES and just.
I feel like
I think a lot of people
scalpers,
want Super Nintendos.
Scalpers
more.
are going to be.
Well, scalpers are fucking in
it's
full
going to be
force.
bad.
Douchebag.
I'm glad they all got fucked on the Walmart pre-orders. I'll tell you that.
Well,
Well, we
I
were
will
on
say
No, but they put them on eBay.
the joy that I had when I confirmed that purchase on Walmart.
So
I
you're
mean-
50% at Walmart.
that was
Should've
a
gone to your
feeling
favorite store.
that you only get once in a while. And then
They just
Cut that.
away.
rip my heart out. I'm not gonna get
Can
one.
you ever
You're
trust
gonna-
again?
If you can get one, you're going to get one.
No, of course. if I see it pop up somewhere and I click on it fast enough, yeah. But it's bullshit. I'm still on that Walmart
You're still
bullshit.
butthurt about it.
Dude, that's fucked up, man. That's
agree.
fucked up. I mean, send me a confirmation email, like,
And
I got a number
That
and
should-
everything.
that
like
should be a
valid.
legal. You should get a lawyer. Like that should be a legal fucking contract binding them to one.
Yeah,
someone will sue.
Yeah, get in on that. Like
All
fuck
the
you,
scalpers
Walmart.
are gonna fucking pull together.
yeah.
If you sent them a fucking email saying you would give them some money, they would hold you to it. Douchebags. Give me my
I mean,
product.
I'll give you that. That's
They would.
yeah.
All
But for
right.
you, Walmart.
Moving on from Walmart. The next piece of news that we have comes from Destructoid. Beating Dragon Quest XI gives the greatest reward, a free game. So
What do you know?
this is actually kind of cool for me, at least. Maybe for Anthony. I
Yeah.
don't know. Not
I'm
so
a
much.
big Dragon Quest fan.
God, Mike, back
11's
there.
doing
I'm
pretty
still
good.
waiting for 10 to fucking
let's-
stroll
Dude,
into
11 's
America.
okay.
Not pretend you're gonna play anything, okay? You liar.
Oh, wow.
You will think about it a lot.
You
You,
might
will
buy it, but you'll never
analyze
play it.
the
If it's
idea of
67
playing
cents.
and what
Half
it
the
might be
game.
like. Yeah,
Steam sale,
I guess.
maybe.
Anyways, on Monday, Destructoid reported that
fucking-
PlayStation 4 trophy list for a free version of the original Dragon Quest had appeared. However, reports are coming out of Japan that not only is this a free version, also available on the Nintendo DS, but it only takes one little thing to obtain it. You have to beat Dragon Quest XI. So let's see. Beating the game grants the player a special password, which they will then be able to enter the game's in the game's password menu. Once entered, it will direct the player to an otherwise inaccessible page on the Nintendo eShop or PlayStation Store. From there, they can download their free copy of Dragon Quest. It's not clear at this time if the password is unique per copy or if the game will allow you to use it before the game is beaten.
So Dragon Quest, the original?
Warrior.
Yeah.
So Dragon Warrior.
Dragon Warrior in the States, Dragon
where we
Quest.
are.
Dragon
It just
Quest
hasn't come out
everywhere
in
else.
the US.
While there are no photos of the PlayStation 4 versions floating around at the time of this story broke, the folks at Nintendo Everything were able to get a screenshot of the 3DS version. Shockingly, the free version doesn't appear to be any of the Famicom, Game Boy, or Super Famicom versions, but an entirely new one. So it sounds like they're remaking.
So is it like like when they redid Final Fantasy for the DS, like some of the Final Fantasies?
Yeah. I'm imagining it's going to look very similar to Final Fantasy 1 on the PSP or the Game Boy Advance.
So Dragon Age 11.
So Dragon Age 11
What kind of
will unlock Dragon Warrior or Dragon Quest 1.
Is that available in the United States?
It's no
Dragon Warrior 1?
Japan now only right now. But
It's
sold really well.
You
in
can't
Japan.
really
Or 11.
You can't
What are we
buy
talking
11.
Oh,
I was asking
no,
about
no,
11.
Get
no, no.
one.
I don't think I've ever played one of these
stateside,
games.
It's
but
interesting. It's a cool way to do a remaster, though.
Yeah,
You know, because
it's
then
just
one,
it's almost like an
you're-
Easter egg.
You're getting people to
buy your new game.
buy the new game, play through the entire new game, to play the new remaster of a previous
classic.
game.
Yeah, and what they are
cool.
saying, it's you can't get to the download page unless you enter this code in game.
Yep. So
you
it's
got
not
it. You can't even
so
like
you can't
look
even
at
get
it
the
online.
code.
Yeah, you can't like
Well, you
someone-
gotta get to the point in the game where you can enter the
Enter
code.
the
Is that
code,
what they're
correct.
saying?
Yeah.
So,
So that's a brilliant way to do it. I think.
it's
Yeah.
hidden behind the.
I
Actual
like that.
game.
So
So
like
like
this, what consoles is it going to be on my 3DS?
3DS and PS4.
I don't know. I never played one. Maybe I'll pick it up. Let me know when it comes out. All right, I'll forget.
I will tell you.
You watched me play a bunch of 8.
8's pretty good. You did because Governor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
Good
bee's
stuff.
knees, Governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bees. Knees. I could be into that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
The next two pieces of news that we have focuses around Rockstar, and
Sick.
this is broken by Ars Technica. Take-Two cancels plans to stop printing money via Grand Theft Auto Online. So Grand Theft Auto Online was going to stop operating, I guess, and the series developer at Rockstar and his corporate partners at Take-Two have hinted at an eventual cancellation. Let's see. Until plans change because they realized that they didn't want to stop making money. And a note tucked into the very successful sounding report for its first 2018 fiscal quarter, Take-Two confirmed that the company will, quote, extend the life, unquote, of both Grand Theft Auto 5 and its GTA Online mode, which implies that the lifespan has been finite.
Makes
Perfect.
sense.
Infinite,
No, just
Finite. finite.
Finite, whatever.
Yeah, obviously it's finite, Brian. Come on.
Obviously.
Well, usually
And then-
finite means has an end.
Yeah,
Double check.
I don't know
with
if
the
I've ever heard
thesaurus
anybody say
over
that's
there.
why
Besides
that's where the confusion comes in because they were. It sounded like they were stopping, but then
Well, are they trying to? I mean, my guess is they're trying to stop because they want to put their resources into the next Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
which would
which-
make
I've
sense.
people still playing.
Dude, it's like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Mods
Are
are
they?
crazy.
It's fucking
The
yeah.
mods
the
are
mod.
the
Oh,
mods
it's
are
the
huge.
mods.
Yeah, we had a few news
And
stories.
even
like
like
about it.
people, casual players playing the online mode, and like because you can build your fake life online.
But I
and
heard people weren't happy with it.
maybe like
No,
On
that was at the
certain
very,
type-
Yeah,
the
that
very
was the
beginning.
very beginning.
On launch, you couldn't log in. Like you couldn't log into the online. It just was
Yeah,
down.
like 4
And
months
then
later it came
Grand
out.
Theft Auto 5 didn't come out for PC for another year.
I remember that.
And then it's so. I mean,
But you can
but the
spend
game
your
is
own
fucking
money.
awesome, and the mods are just carrying it. And the online, like, there's still a ton of people playing it. You see all the YouTube videos of all like the racetracks.
Oh, we did
and
talk
just-
about the police situation.
Yeah.
Which
that
is
was hilarious. Yeah,
which is fantastic. So I mean, but I think I don't know if this next news story is talking about it, but they did like there was an actor that admitted that he was doing motion capture for the next Grand Theft Auto.
No, that's not in the news,
And,
but yes, that is true.
Yeah, so that did come out, I believe, this week. And so, I mean, obviously, if they're trying to pull things from Grand Theft Auto 5, like you would imagine that, you know, they're
Focusing on
And I know
sales.
the article because I was reading some of it said that if they're doing the motion capture with actors, like they're pretty far along.
Well, yeah.
With
They
the
have
game.
they have a script and they have a story and they know exactly what's happening.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm cool with another Grand Theft Auto. But
Grand Theft
obviously-
Auto fucking kicks ass.
We probably won't see that for another like.
I want
5
Red
years.
Dead.
Red Dead's coming out next year.
So yeah, that's all my Rockstar brain is thinking about right now. Red Dead.
So
Like, sweet, see you later, Grand Theft Auto. And they'll just probably... I wonder how long they'll keep the online mode going for, because it is cash cow. Like, people... Because you can spend your own money into the game, can't you?
yeah, I'm sure that they'll probably continue supporting it until 6 kind of is right around the corner.
Or until like
Because
the
who would they
cost of
need?
dealing with it.
Because who would they
outweighs
need
the
what they're
to
money.
gonna-
take away from that people who are supporting it to make something else? They're probably
They'll
nothing.
do it up until Red Dead comes out, and then when Red Dead comes out, they'll probably start
Doing
going
Red
away
Dead
from
Online.
it because there'll be Red Dead Online, and they're gonna want people playing Red Dead, so they're gonna move people along.
Could be.
People played a lot of that Red Dead Online.
Guy
Guy
Lucian.
Sky guy.
But our last piece of news that we have is another Rockstar piece. Rockstar is sued over Auntie Paulette from 15 years old Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So
They always get sued. Like,
well,
constantly.
exactly. So this article brings up Lindsay Lohan trying to sue them over Grand Theft Auto 5. But TMZ is reporting that the owner of American TV psychic persona, Miss Cleo, has just filed suit against Rockstar for
When's the last
allegedly
time she's been relevant?
She's dead.
profiting off
thought
of
she
the
died.
use of her image and
She did die.
Jamaican
Shoulda saw it
accent
coming.
for the character Auntie Paulette. So in one of the stations in Grand Theft Auto Vice City is a knockoff of Miss Cleo.
Yeah, I remember it too.
Yeah.
I remember that very clearly.
But did people not understand? Like, her lawyer must have known that, like, you can't win this.
They're gonna try. They're not. Well, I mean, here's the
They
problem.
had 15
The
years to
suit-
mull this over.
The suit brought by Psychic Readers Network claims Rockstar has made more than $500 million exploiting Miss Cleo's persona.
How is that? Like, how do you get a number from that?
Vice
Of
City's
like,
a good
oh,
game.
she
They
used
know
That's
the
probably
game.
what the
They know
game,
the
you know.
numbers off the actual
game,
game. So
yeah.
now they're trying to say that the game of Vice City was driven by Miss Cleo.
Not Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah, or
Not Ray Liotta.
or a lineup of games that they already made that were solid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's a parody. They're not gonna
You
fucking
can't
win.
win. Yeah, it's
No,
freedom of
it's
It's
speech.
almost
You can
impossible
do.
to win that case.
It's not her, but
If you
especially
don't
against-
say I'm Miss Cleo, you're not going to win.
Especially
that.
against like you're going up against Rockstar, who has a shit ton of money. Like the lawyers, it's
Like
not
they-
gonna happen.
They beat Lindsay Lohan. That was actual physical representation. You know, it wasn't even just like a voice. You know, you can't even she might have a better case if there was a picture that looked exactly like her.
I
You
feel like-
might even have a better case, but it's just a voice.
Yeah.
You know, she's fucked. She's not going to win
No,
that.
well, I mean, they're not going to win.
She's a psychic.
She's
She
dead.
should know that she's not going to win this, you
well, she's
idiot.
passed.
She's dead, yeah.
She's dead.
But she winning. Nothing.
Oh, well.
Doesn't go to her.
I
Shyamalan.
think the lawyer. yeah.
I mean, we said that.
I thought you were
Giving her
kidding.
from
I
the
thought
other
you were
side, I don't know.
kidding.
No, she's actually dead.
What? This is stupid. This was
I still
stupid
remember that in
fucking-
Vice City though. That was a funny. Like people would actually call into her and she would tell
Yeah.
them that like it was good.
Vice City's
Vice City's
it's
the
so
good game.
fucking my
Classic
favorite
game,
I
dude.
fucking love it.
Yeah.
They got to
It's classic.
remaster that fucking game.
That would be nice.
No more remasters. Let's,
No,
I
that
would- Vice
City's
game
the
I
exception.
support the
Yeah.
remaster for.
let's calm
Just
down.
like Night Trap.
I love remasters.
Night Trap is also a fucking
You wait
remaster.
for that
It
next
needed
week,
one.
motherfucker.
Actually, it didn't need one. It deserved one.
Yeah, it earned one.
It earned
It
one.
earned
I
one.
cannot wait for that Let's Play.
It's gonna be fucking boom. August 11th,
Be
guys.
boom.
The fucking pre-orders. Actually, I don't want you guys to know. I need to get my copy.
Yeah, don't get all
Actually,
the
it's gonna be
pre-orders.
digital, but I want the physical. So
Yeah.
Of course, maybe it'll be out on vinyl.
But
there is a vinyl
cassette.
for it.
Yeah.
I think that's coming. The soundtrack.
You gotta get that.
It actually already came out. I think I missed it.
Ah, you idiot.
done
You're a
fucked up,
fool.
guys.
From
It's
I-
a little too. I wasn't happy.
You're
with
a
the price.
fool.
It
Yeah,
was 67
78
cents.
cents.
Yeah.
But that's going to be it for the Drunken News. We're going to take a quick break. What?
What?
Yeah, we're done, man.
Look at
We
that,
made it.
dude.
Yeah, it was.
We did
Submit
it.
one, yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I guess
you
we
did
were
it,
laughing.
Justin.
Yeah.
It was
Comes
me.
full circle.
Yeah, it was. I basically did all of it,
Yeah,
and you
you-
guys just watched me do it.
You did it.
It's incredible.
You're right. Thanks, Gary.
So we're going to take a quick break. Come right back with what we're doing on our site, the Twitter handles, and all that jazz. So stick around.